Hello बच्चों, hello to everyone. Hi Harini, you're so punctual by the way. Glad to see you all here. Deva, hi. Hello to all the students watching me right now. Welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu, and I am your SST faculty Tanvi Pahuja. So now, am I audible or not? Just let me know. Am I audible, visible, and everything is clear to you so that we can proceed with the session? Please let me know that. Okay, so as you guys are well aware about the agenda for the day, and the agenda for the day is to cover the remaining chapters which we left yesterday. Okay, so on the platform we are going live for PT-1 syllabus. These are PT-1 marathons to complete your backlog, to complete the syllabus which is going to come in your future exams, right? So agenda is to basically cover all of them nicely. Yesterday we completed 3 chapters of SST. Class 9 students, I can understand your struggle having new books, having new content, not having previous year questions and all that you might be somewhere struggling with what? Struggling with the questions, and hence this particular life is scheduled keeping in mind these things. Okay, we completed 3 chapters, that is understanding social science, shaping of earth crust and democracy in the previous life yesterday. If someone missed it, you guys can go and rewatch it. But today's target will be solving another 2 chapters, and that is early human and beginning of civilization. This is from history, and building blocks and economics. This will be from economics. Okay, ma'am, today which we are going to study. So beta, we are going to study this 2 chapters for the day. I am just waiting for a minute for more students to join so that we can start the session, because you know that I want active participation when we are talking about the questions. So yesterday students are here. Great to see all of them. But ma'am, we don't have 2 of these chapters. Okay, Reva, then which chapters are coming in your exam? Can you please give me that names also so that I can plan the next lives accordingly? Ma'am, please answer the question, that is compare and analysis the situation in democracy and non-democratic country. Yes, Harini beta. So the situation in democratic and the situation in non-democratic countries vice versa to that of democratic. What is democracy? In which you choose the leaders. What is in non-democratic? You don't choose the leader, either it is by force, right, like it is in North Korea. However, in democracy the leader is chosen by the people. In democracy you are provided with certain rights. No right is provided in non-democratic setup, right? There will be free and fair elections. No such elections will be there in non-democratic setup. In democratic setup you have the right to protest, right to strike, right to ask questions to the government, but in non-democratic setup you don't have. End your answer with very good examples that you know regarding democratic and non-democratic setup. Okay, is it clear? But these 2 chapters is not in my PT1 in school. So which chapters are there in your PT1 school beta? 3 we have completed, right? And these are the very first chapters from history as well as economics. Some of the schools might be asking it and some of them might not be asking it, but we shall do it, because see what I like, what I thought bringing these particular chapters is that understanding introductory chapter, democracy first from civics, then shaping of earth crust was first from geography, then we shall choose first from history and then first from economics. This is something which we thought. It's first, third and fourth one. We don't have fourth and fifth one because we use the Goel publications. Now also you are using the Goel publications, is it right? But now the NCERTs came beta, then why they are continuing with Goel publications? It is wrong. You should study with NCERT beta. This is going to be helpful because there is lot of change in the content in Goel publication. Goel publication was a good thing, like good reference for the books, but it had limited content. CBSE has a lot more content in comparison to Goel publication ones. Okay, no issues. Still then, we have to give this particular chapters in the half yearly. What's bad in studying? Nothing is bad. And if you guys feel that you have other works to do, your school works, or this class might be disturbing your daily schedule, not giving any profit, then you can think about PT1 and start studying. No issues from that. Harini is also saying understanding social science, shaping and democracy, and this is for PT. And these two chapters I want to learn for concept. Yes, this you can learn for clearing your concepts. Okay, so we are starting with the very first question of the day. Okay, now you guys are aware about yesterday what we did and how is the pattern of our class. That is similar way will be followed today. First question is in simple words. Okay, wait. Arey bhai. Wait for a minute, beta. I have to just let me check the number. Okay. Okay, so here we have the chapter. Answering A for what, Utkarsh? I have not reached to the question. From here, the question is going to start, Utkarsh. That is something we did in previous class. So, early humans and the beginning of civilization. Let me brief you that this chapter contains the information from millions years back when humans, like the traces of humans, the archaeological sources of the presence of humans have been found. Then different ages like Stone Age, Copper Age, Iron Age, then Indus Valley Civilization and a lot more. So this is actually the chapter where we are learning how humans changed from hunter-gatherers to a settled community. First question that is in front of you is this. Question is, the period before the development of writing is understood mainly through. So now there is a period where humans did not know how to write. That is known to us by what? Now we have to tell that. Option A, written documents. Option B, archaeological evidences. Option C, newspaper records. Or option D, that is genealogical registers. Now, read this very nicely because it is going to be easiest for the day. This is some question. This is a question which is genuinely going to prove like the easiest question of the day. Now you can speed up for answering the question. Okay, great. Yesterday students were telling me, ma'am, please go slow, please go slow. I will go slow today, no worries. Okay, chalo. So the question is in front of you, Utkarsh. Now where you went? You were answering something for the question that I did not ask. Now you are not here. Others like Harini and Deva Sharon. Okay. Anyone with the correct answer for this question? So beta, let me tell you that what we have done for the convenience of our study, right? For the convenience of our study, we divided history into different parts. Okay. First of all, I'll give you an introduction. Meanwhile, you guys judge this answer. What history is? So, beta, history is the study of past events. Okay. History is the study of past events. Yesterday, when we were learning about understanding social science, I told you that to know more about history, to learn about history, we need the sources. By how can we know about the people living millions years back? Only with the help of sources. There are different types of sources particularly. Like archaeological sources. Archaeological sources means the remains that be found. Genealogical resources means the fossils we have found. Written records, that means literary sources, and a lot more. So basically beta, there was a time, right? There was a time where there was no written record found because people was not using any language for communication, right? They were not writing those languages. Hence we can call that period as prehistory. Okay, we can call that period as prehistory. Prehistory is the time when we did not have any written records. Okay, getting my point? Now came one more point, one more time when people knew writing, but we are not able to decipher it. The strange thing, right? The strange thing that is being found by humans during the time of Indus Valley Civilization. right? We got certain scripts written over there, pictographic scripts written over there, but the irony is we are not able, archaeologists or historians are not able to decipher it, right? That is particularly known as beta proto-history. That is particularly known as what? Proto-history. Why I explain this concept to you here? Because the question says the period where the development of writing is understood mainly through was not there, then it is understood mainly through what? This is actually the prehistory where there were no written records. We got to know about history with the help of archaeological evidences only, and hence answer is B as the correct one. Get it? Okay, let me see the comments now. Hello, please, mera naam le lo. Trendy Anupam. How are you, Anupam? Okay, when economics will start ocean life? Just after history, we are going to do that building blocks wala part. Okay, you have a doubt, I can see that. When economics will start? When economics will start? Acha, this is the doubt. Oh my God, stop spamming, beta. Just after history, I am going to continue with the economics wala part, ocean life. Hold on, bhai. I am not able to filter the comments just because of when economics will start, when economics will start. Right after human civilization, we are going to move with economics, okay? First question for the day is done. Moving towards the second one. Now, speed up while answering. The gradual physical and genetic changes from early ancestor, that was Australopithecus actually. Australopithecus into modern Homo sapiens is known as. Very easy. Again, the question says the gradual physical as well as genetic changes from the time we call humans as Australopithecus to Homo sapiens. This is actually what? Is it cultural evolution, biological evolution, Neolithic revolution, or it is known as domestication? Now tell me the correct answer for the question right in front of your screen. And the person who is spamming, please stop spamming, beta. There are a lot of students who actually want to answer here. So, ocean life is with answer A. Acha, you stopped, sorry. Okay, Harini here was answer 2 ka C, because this word is given in NCERT. Harini, you are smart but not correct here. Okay, let me tell you the correct one. So, cultural evolution is for sure not the correct reason. Domestication again is not the correct one. As I always tell you, use the method of elimination that actually reduces the percentage of accuracy in our exam, right? The correct answer here is C, biological evolution. Beta, Neolithic evolution can be the answer only when I am talking about ki they were hunter-gatherers and then they become settled community. Explain that what happened in this change, right? Or I would ask you that, beta, they were using different type of tools when they were hunter-gatherers, but later they used different types of tools and they become settled community. Then you can answer Neolithic, otherwise it is biological. Why? Because their physique as well as genetics changed from one period to another. So B is the correct answer, and I hope you are clear with the explanation. And still, if you have any doubt, you can read the explanation over here. Okay, let's move to the third question of the day. Great. Okay, human beings came to be known as hominis. Hominis, Homo sapiens, or in that scientific line, primarily because they were. Why? Why do we call them hominis? Cave painters, they were tool makers, they were fire users, or they were farmers. Think about this. This is also given in book. So why do we call them hominis? Hominis. There is a meaning of this word hominis. Why do we call them? Ma'am, really I don't have book, and in my school they didn't teach these 2 chapters. No worries, beta. We have the year left. It's just the month of July, and we have actually August, September, a lot more months till your exam. Don't worry about that. Your Tanvi Ma'am is here for SST. Okay. Noora is also here. No is also here. Great to see all my students back in the live session, and all of you were present yesterday. Seeing you today makes me more confident that you are actually loving the videos, and that's very great. Okay, I'm getting the answer as D. I'll re. Hi, Aliri. Can you please tell me your name? It's quite interesting. Hi, ma'am. Hi, beta. How are you? Okay, so people are telling me D. D. Anyone with D? Some different answer. D. You guys are telling farmers. Acha, tell me, were human farmers from day one? Were they? They were knowing that how to grow crops from day one. Arey yaar, think about it. We are categorizing humans like human sapien, Homo sapien. So this word hominins, it comes from the word hominins. Hominins actually, beta, when we started studying about the evolution of humans, we saw one thing. See, one thing that they knew at the earliest, was hunting. Okay? Hunting as well as gathering. So they used to gather the food products by the like fruits or somewhere like that, or they hunted the animals. The first thing that they did was their activity was hunting and gathering. For this hunting and gathering, beta, they used what? Tools. The tools that they made, okay? Initially, these tools were made up of stones. Later, we have seen even the tools of bones being made, and then the metals like copper, bronze, and then iron. Right? It was not during the earliest time when farmer was like the human was aware about farming. It was not the day one when he was aware about fire users. It was not at all the one when he knew about cave painting. He was the one who knew about tool making, and tool maker word actually means hominis here. So exactly which is the correct answer, bacha? B is the correct answer. I can see you correcting your answers now, right? But think about it before answering so that we don't make mistakes in exams. But it's okay for today. Okay, ma'am, I told the answer. Great. Next one. Okay, tool makers 3.3 million years back. Next question, beta. Which early human ancestors is believed to be the first hominin to migrate out of Africa? So now it is being said that every time that Africa is the cradle of humankind. Cradle, you know that palna basically where a child is kept just after the birth. So by this phrase it means that the early humans belongs to Africa. Now here they are asking you the question, which early human ancestor is believed to be the first one? Obviously it will be the oldest one. Think about while answering. It is Homo habilis, it's Homo erectus, Homo neanderthalensis. I am not able to pronounce this big name. Next is Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. Think about it and give me the correct answer. So which early human ancestors is believed to be the first hominin to migrate out of Africa? E. No is like D. Nahi hai to E because I don't know it. Is it? Neanderthalensis. This is the exact reason why I never thought of taking biology in my life during my time. Never ever I thought of taking biology, and the reason is these words. I am not able to pronounce them. Bhai. Are bhai, Alri, they did not get extinct. They get evolved. We are also evolving day by day, but they got evolved. They did not get extinct. Right? We are evolving with the nature. We are surviving with the nature. The Homo sapiens survived because we changed with the environment. Great. So, bro, it's not A. Bro, it's B. Homo erectus is the correct answer. The first hominis that is found in Africa is Homo erectus. So let me tell you who is Homo erectus basically. The first person who is straight and erected, like little erected, but who stood and is not walking on the four limbs. And hence the first human that was found in Africa was Homo erectus. Okay, got it? Got the correct answer? Great. Next question. So what is the correct answer by human erectus? B as an option. Next one. The transition from a hunting gathering way of life to food production is known as Bronze Age, Neolithic Age, Industrial Revolution, or it is urban decline. Now this one is easy and I know Harini knows the answer. Obviously, E is none of these. Arey wah. I just gave you the answer, Ilri. It's that because Homo sapiens survived because they adopted the nature. It is being rightly said that. It is always being rightly said that who survives the world? Who actually adopts the world, right? All are spamming, so when I put you didn't see. I understand, yaar. Okay, tell me the correct answer for this question. B, fine. Okay, stop spamming, yaar, please. OMG, it's very easy. That's B. Indian gamer is like B. C, Bacha. So it is Neolithic revolution, but as we we solved a lot of questions regarding this topic, I'm going to give you a summary of what is this topic about. Right? The summary is such that yes, the correct answer here is, by the way, the correct answer here is Neolithic revolution, as you guys told me. ठीक है बेटा? Now I'll give you an explanation about Stone Age. ठीक है? Which age बेटा? Stone Age. अच्छा, why do we consider this as Stone Age? Because we found the tools and implements that are made up of stone. How these tools are implements being used? To hunt and gather, right? Hunt the animals and gather the fruits or the food. This is what the major, what we can say, activity of the humans at that time, okay? Economic activity of the humans at that time. We won't call it economic either. So, according to the types of what? According to the type and nature of tools we have found during this time, right? According to the types and nature of the tools that we found during this time, we divided this particular Stone Age into 3 ages. Okay, yes, B is the correct answer. We divided the Stone Age into 3 ages. First one is that is Paleolithic. Okay, first one is that is Paleolithic. Okay, Paleolithic age. Then the middle one is Mesolithic age. Okay, and then the next one is Neolithic age. Right? You need to listen me carefully. Okay, so Paleolithic. The word paleo here means old. The word paleo here means old. However, the lithic word here means stone, and hence we can call Paleolithic age as Old Stone Age. Now let's move to this. Mesolithic here means middle. Okay, lithic here means stone, and hence we can call it Middle Stone Age. The next is Neolithic, that is new. Again, lithic means stone, and hence we can call it New Stone Age altogether. Now, what is the difference? Okay, we know, ma'am. Okay, but there are a lot of students who don't know. And there might be certain information that I may tell you and you don't know. Okay, so when I talk about this, there was difference in the types of stones that were used, the tools that were used in between all these 3 ages. The people, the human during the time of Paleolithic age were majorly hunters and gatherers. They were majorly what? Hunters and gatherers. We do remember this Paleolithic age with one discovery. What is that discovery? The great discovery of all time, that is discovery of fire. And we are aware in the earlier time why was fire used to just like scare away the wild animals, use it as a light, and to cook food later. So what happens na beta? This discovery of fire was only in the later period of Paleolithic age. Then comes the Mesolithic. This is the transition phase from a human transforming from hunter-gatherer to a settled community. From hunter-gatherer to a settled community. But what is the difference that we found here? Yes, during this time also humans were majorly hunter and gatherers, but now their brain got evolved. Right? They are transitioning from Homo erectus towards Homo sapiens. During that time, what happened? As they become smart, their tools became small. And they are popularly known as microliths. Again, micro here means small and lith here means stone. They were quite sharp and small in nature. When I talk about Neolithic age, something new happened there. And in this time, human learns beta what? Human learns how to grow crops. I won't say that during this time humans were not hunter and gatherers, they were. right? Along with growing crops, the major and the main occupation, you know what? Main occupation here was hunting and gathering, but they knew how to grow crops. Along with this, in the Mesolithic age, they also learned about one thing, that is domestication of animals. Domestication of animals. Okay? You know, one of the earliest animal that was tamed by human was a dog. Okay? No, now let us move towards this Neolithic age. Why are we calling it as a revolution? Beta, the word revolution here means changes. And there was a tremendous change brought in the society, that humans from hunter and gatherers become settled. Achha, why did they become settled? Because as now humans are growing crops, it takes times to grow and get harvested. For that 3-month period, for that 4-month period, I'm not saying that they're not moving, but for that period actually they were staying near the rivers in the alluvial soil and growing the crops. For that they were making houses made up of mud, as well as like the forest, the trees and all. And this is how it is known as revolution. Okay, clear to everyone about this? So this is the actual reason of the question we studied up till now. Moving to the next one. I know that you are getting bored, that ma'am, bring more questions, bring more questions. Okay, and the question is here. Here the question is regarding Mehergarh. So Mehergarh is one of the oldest Neolithic site that is not in India right now, but Mehergarh, the oldest Neolithic site and easiest agriculture village in the Indian subcontinent, is located where? Right? Option A, that's Ganga River, Bolan River, Nile River, or Huang He River. Very easy. Give me the correct answer for the question in front of you. Now, when I say that you are getting bored, I know that you will be giving me answers like yes. What Ailri was doing, everyone stopped her. Okay, so the Indian gamer is here with the answer B. Harini with what? Harini with D. Nuhu is here with A. Okay, Nuhu, think about it. Nuhu. B or A? Fine. So Mehergarh. Let me talk about Mehergarh. Beta, Mehergarh is a location right now in Pakistan. So it is in Pakistan right now, and it is one of the earliest, what we can say, earliest Neolithic site. This was the place where earliest crops were grown, and what were they? They were wheat and barley. Okay? They were wheat and barley. So basically, if I talk about Ganga River is not going to Pakistan. That is for sure something we know very nicely, right? This is not Ganga River. Nile River, where Nile River is, tell me in the comment section right now. Is it in India? How can you answer C if anyone is answering C? Right? Then Huang He, beta D. All the students who were answering D, Huang He is a river, is a river in China, along which Chinese Revolution was there. Okay? Yes, ma'am, I think it was in Baluchistan. Yes, exactly. Stop spamming. I get irritated. But I can't ask. I can even just ask them to stop spamming, but I can't like make them stop, right? So here the correct answer is Bolan River. Acha, one more thing that I want to tell you, that beta, the earliest settlements of India was not near the Ganga River, because it consists of dense forest, right? And it was quite impossible to clear those dense forests or to make a settlement on it. But later, when there was discovery of iron, right? We know about the metal iron. When iron tools were made during the Rig Vedic and the later Vedic period, this Ganga region was cleared with the help of iron, and then the settlements were found over there. Okay, so this is something we should know before answering anything as A. Next question, that is 7th question of the day. Question is, the 4 early world civilizations all emerged in which type of location? Again, a class 6th type of question is here. Yeah. Desert oasis, river plains, mountain valleys, or coastal islands? Be quick in answering this. Okay, be quick in answering this. This is very easy question. Very easy. हाउ आर यू, क्या आपका इंस्टाग्राम आईडी मिलेगा? नहीं मिलेगा बेटा, यहाँ कोई इंस्टाग्राम आईडी नहीं देगा तुमको. Okay, so again Indian gamer with quick answer. Fine. So B is the correct answer according to all of you. Very good, because it's very obvious. Where did earlier humans used to settle? So they used to settle near rivers. Why? Exactly because of the availability of water, because of the availability of water in terms of irrigations, and a lot more uses of water we actually know in our day-to-day life. So actually it is river plains, not desert, not mountain valley, not coastal islands. And hence we have seen that the Chinese revolution, Chinese civilization, Huang He river, be it be Mesopotamian, be it be Egyptian, all the civilization, be it be Indus Valley civilization, all were near the river plain. ठीक है, very good. Yes, due to agriculture. Fine. Next is about the wedge-shaped writing system developed by the Sumerians of Mesopotamia is called as, right? So one of this writing system is given in your book. You have to tell me the name of it, and it was developed by Sumerians of Mesopotamia. Okay, tell me the correct answer. Cuneiform type of writing. Okay, B I am getting as answers. Hieroglyphics, cuneiform, Brahmi was later, Sindhu Lipi. Arey bhai, number is being shared here. Yes, B is the correct answer, that is cuneiform. So what happened now? So basically Mesopotamians were the first people or oldest in the world who had a type of writing, right? However, this type of writing was basically picture based writing. That means there was not alphabets, rather there were certain pictures being drawn over there. By cuneiform, what makes cuneiform writing as different from the other ones is that there were clay tablets. I will say that there were the clay or small pieces of clay on which these, what we can say, these were inscribed. Okay, these were shaped, and hence cuneiform writing is known to the world as wedge shaped writing system. Why wedge shape? Because it is rounded, because it was inscribed on the clay. The shape was given on the clay tablet, small, small, small. Then when the clay becomes hard, it remains for the rest of the time. Yes. Next one here is, okay, this is Sumerian. The Code of Hammurabi, a famous set of laws for civil and social conduct, was compiled in which civilization? So like we have Dharma Shastras, however they were written during the time of Vedic age, right? We have Dharma Shastras. Similar such way, there was a book, there was a, what we can say, there was a code written by the people which talks about that this is to be followed in the society, this not to be followed in the society. It talks about the code of conduct of the members. The Code of Hammurabi, was it Egyptian, Babylonian? Why I know I'm like messing up with the pronunciation today. Babylonian, that is Mesopotamian, and Chinese, and then the Harappans, right? So let's think about it. I'm getting your answers as Indian gamers as B, Harini ne B, okay. Then I got one more answer as C. Fine, let's see which is the correct one. Hammurabi. So this is the code of conduct, beta, which is the correct answer. Let's check. Let's check how many students gave B as the correct answer. So exactly, Hammurabi is basically a code of conduct, one among the earliest code of conduct, because it was written during the time of civilizations that were being developed over the rivers. You know, in Indus Valley civilization, one strange thing is that we have not got so much of writings, and if we got it, we are not able to decipher it, and hence we call it the proto-history part of India. right? In a similar manner, when Mesopotamian civilization was there, this was compiled rules for civil basically for the people living in there, and the social conduct, the social behavior of the people, the society as a whole. The information we got is from this particular code of books. Okay, next is about, okay, question number 10. Arrange the periods of early human history in the correct order from earliest to the latest one, bacha. From earliest to the latest. Okay, and these are the points: Neolithic, Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Bronze Age, and here are the options. I hope that options are visible to ma'am. What is term decipher? Beta, the term decipher means to read. We are not able to read it. Okay, we are not able to decipher. That means understand what is written here. That is decipher. Okay, fine. Okay, answer this question right in front of you. That is to arrange, right? That is to arrange from oldest to the newest one. Acha, we just saw that the oldest one, because here old stone age is already given. The first one is Paleolithic for obvious. That means 2 will be the first one. When 2 is first one, let's eliminate option B as well as option D. Then after this, what happens, beta? Mesolithic age, that is 3. 2, 3, then the Neolithic, that is 1, and then the Bronze Age. Acha, can anyone tell me in the comment section that which particular time period we do call it as a Bronze Age? So, bronze is basically a metal that is made by mixing copper plus lead. Okay, it is made by mixing copper plus lead. So this was a time when people were very much aware about a process, that is metallurgy. Okay, that is metallurgy. Metallurgy means the process that includes the extraction of metals and also includes the mixing up of metals. Okay, so tell me though that period we call at Bronze Age, and then is how I will understand you actually knew about it. Now come to the point, that is 2314. 2314, that means A is the correct answer to this question. Indian gamer is answering, that is 3500 BC. That's copper and tin. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's copper and tin. Okay, my bad. So it's copper and tin. Fine. So 3000 or it is 2500. No, it's during the time when it was Indus Valley civilization. During the time when there was Indus Valley civilization, or the traces of the first, what we can say, urbanized society in the world. That was Indus Valley civilization. So during this time, during this age is particularly referred as Bronze Age. This age is particularly referred as Bronze Age. Ma'am, it's copper and tin. Yes, I made the mistake. I corrected it. Okay, got this answer? Great. Next question. Next question, that is 11th question of the day. Which of the following are true about the Mesopotamian civilizations? Okay, the people there, we call them as Sumerians. Fine, getting my point? So the first point, the Sumerians built ziggurats as temples. So were there evidences of the temples during that time? Think about it. You read it in your book. They invented the wheeled cart and the sailboat. Was it there? Because we also found certain similar evidences in the Indian civilization too. Their number system was based on 60. Is it correct? They used hieroglyphic writings. Is it correct or not? Tell me the correct reason for this question right in front of you. Okay, we discussed about the Mesopotamian recently, right? One question was regarding their writings also. So when you answer, think very nicely about it. I got one answer up till now from Indian gamer as A. He or she, whatever you are, you're performing very well today, beta. Very well, and I believe that you know a lot of things. All four maybe. Harini is like maybe. Harini, start reading the books, beta. Start reading the books. This will be a problem. Okay. So the Sumerians built ziggurats as temple. This is somewhere correct. Those looks like temple. However, no such evidence was found in Indus Valley civilization. No evidence of the presence of temple was found, right? They invented the wheel cart and the sailboat. Yes, beta. Even the boat, right? We found that there was Lothal, a dockyard. Obviously, where is the dockyard? Where the ships are being stationed. Along with that, we got a coin, right? We got a seal on which the shape of the boat was made. So hence it proves that yes, the sailboat was even present in the Indus Valley civilization too, right? So they invented the wheel cart and the sailboat. This is also correct. Their number system was based upon 60. Yes, they took the base as 60. When we talk about the writing, it was cuneiform type of writing on clay tablets where it was engraved, where the symbols were engraved. They were picture based basically. Okay, so we are done with this type of question 2. Question number 12th of the day from history. Now the question is, consider these statements about early writing systems. So the Harappan civilization, that is known as Sindhu Lipi, has not yet been deciphered. Is it true or not? Right? The Rosetta Stone helped decipher the Egyptian script. Is it correct? The Brahmi was formalized by Emperor Ashoka. Which are true? Read the statements very nicely and then tell me the correct answer for this. Right? Which among the following statements are true? So that's very nice thing, beta. Up till now, what you were reading till last year was Russian Revolution, was the revolution that is Nazism, and the French Revolution, and lot more things. But this year, the information they added about the history of India is very fascinating. Okay? No, it's not class 10th, it's class 9th. We have done the marathons for class 10th the last week, and we will be just continuing it from the next week, although again we will do that. Hi Madhu, how are you? So I cannot filter the options, but still I can see Indian Gamer is answering C. That's 1 and 3. Why? Why not 2? Why not 2 by? Why not 2? 2 is also correct, although. So the Harappan script, we got a board, right? We got a board at Dholavira, like it looks like this, and some shapes are being made on this board. I am not correct with this. We call it Sindhu Lipi. Okay, we do call it what? Sindhu Lipi, because of the Sindhu Indus Valley civilization over there. But we are not able to beta what? Decipher it. Again, decipher it means understand it, read it. When we talk about Rosetta stones, so yes, Egyptian script has been deciphered, and it is being deciphered by Champollion. Okay, it is being deciphered by Champollion. Brahmi was formalized by Ashoka Emperor. So what happened now? This Emperor Ashoka, who belonged to Mauryan dynasty, one of the great ruler of the Mauryan Empire. Right, after that battle he fought, right? After that Kalinga war, what happened? He changed. He started writing various inscriptions. Now, inscriptions, that means something that is written on the hard surface. So what happened throughout India, we found that where lot of places on the highways and all, he issued these inscriptions, and those inscriptions were written in Brahmi script, right? James Princip was a European person who deciphered this Brahmi script for the very first time in India, and then after that we got to know lot more about Indian history. Get it? So yes, all the 3 statements were correct in this type of question. Okay, in this question, ma'am, I have economics start tomorrow. When will you teach it? Beta, after this, I'm just going to teach economics only. Okay, demand for economics today. Next question, and that is assertion and reason. Rivers were important for the growth of early civilization. Is it? Are very easy. Reason: river valley provided fertile soil, water for irrigation, and routes for trade and transport. Be quick in answering, because this is one of the easiest, again one of the easiest question of the day. Okay, rivers were important for the growth of early civilization. Yes, because all those early civilizations have been found where? Near the rivers only. Huang He River, be it Euphrates, be it Nile, right? So yes, this is correct. By river valleys provided, why people are settling there? Because it provided fertile land, water for irrigation and routes. A is the correct answer. I'm not discussing much about that because it was easy. Next is about assertion and reasons again, beta. Assertion. Stone tools are sometimes called extracorporeal limbs. I will tell about this, okay? So, stone tools are sometimes called extracorporeal limbs. The reason, because they function as extensions of the human body, helping people do tasks their hands alone could not do. What do you think about this? Answer is here. Ma'am answered. Okay, I just saw your answer, beta. What do you think? Now I'm getting the answers as B. Are? Think about it, it's very easy. So we have stone tools, right? Stone tools were primarily made by the humans of like the stone period, the stone age time, just to make their work easy. Like they killed an animal, right? Even they killed the animal with the help of the sharp stone tool only. They were not having the guns we have today. Exactly. So they killed that animal with the help of sharp tools. Okay. Then they come back bringing that animal at home. Right. Now it is the time to chop the skin. Now chopping the skin will be done with the help of a type of stone tool, that was chopper. So what are they doing? They are doing those activities which are not at all possible with the hands, with their hands. And hence, beta, they are referred as extracorporeal limbs. Extra limbs, basically whatever hands and legs cannot do, we perform it. Why? With the help of these tools made by stones, and hence the statement 1 is correct. They function as extensions of the human body, helping people to do the task which they cannot do. Yes, like if we talk about medical science, right? To perform operations, what's being used? Tools being used, right? That tools are considered as extracorporeal limbs to perform those surgeries. So hence the correct answer is A for this. Now Indian gamer understood what I mean to say. Very good. Next question. These skulls A to D, okay, so A to D, by here they refer about picture from A, B, C, D. We can see the changes in those skulls, right? So these skulls from A to D are arranged to show what from heavy, so from Homo habilis to Homo sapiens. Tell me that what they actually want to show you, the pictures want to show you. Option A is the spread of civilization. Option B, the evolutionary sequence of early humans. Option C, different tool making techniques. Or D, that's type of fossils. Like when you will analyze, beta, the skulls from the evolutionary phase of humans, you will understand that there is a lot more difference, right? There's a lot more difference between the size of the skull. Okay, and that we can decipher or understand with the help of these skulls, these pictures. Ma'am, when Aditi ma'am will come? Rajani, I don't know when she have the next live, but she will definitely be coming to teach you. So, I'm getting the answers as B. Great. Jasnoor is also here. Hi Jasnoor, how are you, bacha? So, these skulls A to D are arranged to show from Homo habilis to Homo sapiens, which we collectively understand that by there was change with the evolutionary practices. Like evolution of humankind, there was difference in the size of the skull. What you can understand from that was large eyes, right? Large teeth, which is decreasing in the size day by day. When we look at the forehead, it was not that big, which increased day by day, right? So it is the evolutionary sequence of early humans from one to another. Next is this tower-like step pyramid shaped temple built by Sumerian is known as what? So this is a tower-like shaped picture given in your book, right? Tell me what it is known as, because it is made by Sumerians. You can figure out that it is somewhere related to Mesopotamians, right? So is it pyramid, ziggurat, or stoop, or papyrus? Tell me what it is. I am Jasnoor Kaur, new student. Hi Jasnoor, how are you beta? Glad to see you in my class. Hope you are good and hope your preparation is going good. Avin, I'm very good. How are you, Avin? And how is your class 9 journey going on? I'm assuming that you are in class 9th. Is it true? Okay, so this is a picture given. This is a picture given right to you is basically a stepped pyramid shaped what? A stepped pyramid shaped what, which have several floors. See the architecture of those times, yeah. It have even floors here with a main temple at the top, you know. It was having the temple at the top. So it is ziggurat basically. So what is ziggurat? Let me tell you beta. Ziggurat is an architectural feature or an architectural building that we found where in the Mesopotamian time. Right? What we can see here is a stepped platform with certain floors, and at the top you will find the temple. But no such evidence of temple is found in the Indus Valley civilization. That also you have to keep in mind. Okay? Get it? Very good. Very good to students who are answering correct. Next one. So now here we ended MCQ based questions from history. I will be just giving you a quick review about the subjective type of questions and then we will move further. Fine. So how do archaeologists learn about the ancestors? Explain briefly. Very easy. When such type of question comes beta, so the sources, right? Sources of archaeologists to learn about the part of history is basically, yeah, majorly the archaeological sources. Archaeological sources that they find, like the tools that they left behind, right? We know that we actually know about the Stone Age by the different type of stones used throughout India. So the one thing is this particular tools they left. Then when they learned agriculture, they started making pottery. Now what is pottery? The using the mud they used to make the pots to keep that wheat, barley in somewhere. That pot was being found because it was burned and to make it strong. During the time of Indus Valley civilization beta, they used equal size of bricks, which helped us to know more about the Indus Valley civilization. During this time, people also were using jewelries like Indus Valley civilization. The women as well as the men were wearing those jewelries. We even found more about the archaeological sources when the objects were seen. Along with the objects beta, we also know more about the early humans with the help of fossils. Okay, with the help of fossils. Okay, with the help of what beta? Fossils. And these are the main sources that helped archaeologists to reconstruct the part. The method used is radiocarbon, right? Exactly the radiocarbon. The script, exactly. When we started finding the literary sources, right? We know more about the people. But irony is we don't know actually what the Indus Valley people wrote. Right? We got the script, not able to decipher. What if someday we decipher it? I particularly feel that the history is going to be changed a little. Because the archaeological sources give us a limited information, but the literary proves that by this is being written at that time. Okay, so these are major sources which help us to reconstruct our past. I hope this answer is clear to you. If anyone wants a perfect framework for the answer, you can refer this to. Okay, next one. Why is the shift to farming during the Neolithic period called a revolution rather than a simple change? Because it was not a simple change. Why? How question is this? So beta, because it changed the right? Because it changed the human life. It changed the human life entirely for the rest of the time, right? Now we can't go back to hunting and gathering, rather we started processing forward. So these new tools were made in the Neolithic age was not only for hunting and gathering. Tools were made in a way that it helps you in the agriculture activity, right? As more and more and more and more development started making, more settlements was there. Those settlements converted into kingdoms later. So hence it is known as revolution and not just a change. Script occupation, fine. Clear to everyone? And this is it. Attempt it today. Attempt the questions which I have written as the subjective questions. This will help you. Fine. Next one is name the 4 early world civilizations and the rivers along with them. This I am waiting from your side. So in this very first chapter of history, you learned about the 4 what? You learned about the 4 civilization. I will name them here. Okay, so the first one is Indus Valley civilization, that is popularly known as Harappan civilization. By writing 1 along with your answer, tell me it is situated along which river. The next one is Egyptian civilization. Okay, the next one is Egyptian civilization. The next one is Mesopotamian civilization, and the last one will be Chinese. In order, you are going to tell me the rivers associated with them. I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting. Yes, you named Indian Gamer, that's very good. But now I want the exact river names also. In sequence, that will help me to like decipher or understand you're correct or not. Okay, so one answer I got regarding the Indus Valley. Okay, regarding the Indus Valley. Okay, and that is along the river Indus. Okay, very good. Avin is like, ma'am, I'm actually a IIT Bombay student in mechanical engineering, and ma'am, your way of teaching is very good. Thank you, Avin, for complimenting me, and I'm glad that you're watching my video when you're not a class 9 student. That's great. Fine. So Indus Valley civilization, river is Indus. Next we have Mesopotamian civilization on the river, that is Euphrates. Okay, on the river that is Euphrates, or it is Tigris, right? Euphrates plus Tigris, right? Then it is Mesopotamian. Okay, I'm waiting for Mesopotamian. Someone gave me the answer. Is it anyone here? Okay, so the answer here is Nile River, correct? And the last one, that is Huang He, right? Huang He, to which we also call as Yellow River particularly. So this is the correct sequence of the rivers along with the civilizations, the great world civilizations we have found. Next and the last question from this chapter, explain how our understanding of civilization can change when its script is being deciphered compared to when it is not. This I am giving you to think by yourself. Recently, I just gave you a statement that I feel that whenever the script of Indus Valley civilization will be deciphered, something is going to change. And what will happen? You have to think. What will happen? Attempt this in your own words. Try to answer it. And if you still feel some difficulty, then I'm here. Okay. So next one. Coming towards the most demanding chapter of the day, which I think you asked a lot of times in this session, that's about building blocks in economics, the problem of choice. But let me tell you, this chapter is actually the base, the introduction, the foundation of the economics, which you are going to ever study in class 11. Today I was reading the second chapter of economics. Super soon I will be releasing or updating the full one-shot video on that chapter. And once I taught 11th class students economics, and I can easily relate that these topics are the actual foundations of your what you are going to study in economics. You know, up till now, up till class 9th, previous year, what we can say, academic syllabus, actually the things were so basic and so easy. because it was considered that you're going to study economics for the first time, and they made it so easy. But this time something is being changed. First chapter you will feel it's easy, but the second chapter is a level up where we talk about demand, supply and all. This is something, if you will take commerce, you will understand in class 8 that yes, there is a similarity. Okay, so now without taking much of your time, I'm moving to the first question, and here in the meanwhile we will understand the topics too. Okay, as we do always. First question, the word economic comes from the Greek word oikonomia, which actually means what? What does this word means? Is it market management, household management, money exchange, or it is resource mining? Ma'am, kaise ho aap? See, ma'am, very good. Aap kaise ho? How are you? Fine. Okay, come now answer this question here. The word economic comes from the Greek oikonomia word, as oikonomia, Greek word. What does it actually mean? It is market management, it is household management. Very good. See, I can get the answer of Nu, Harini, Soulstar, Aditya. Very good, bacha. Now, ma'am, now only I joined the class. Achhi, it's okay, beta. If you join the class now also, we just started the chapter of economics. You will be comfortable in the class. And yes, the correct answer is household management. Like yes, economic is a larger term, and we are not talking about just household management, but here we are considering the world as a single place. Right? The management regarding the what? Whatever happens in house, whatever happens in our things come, right? We buy something, we work for buying something. Similarly, in the world, the economy is going on, and hence this word is here. Right? Next is here, okay, economics is done. The value of the next best option that is given up when a choice is made is known as what? So, I will explain that after you are giving me the correct answer. The value of the next best option that is given up when a choice is made is called the what? Is it market price? Is it opportunity cost? Is it fixed cost, or it's surplus value? Very easy it is, by the way. Once you understand it, you will be able to understand what actually the question is about. Okay? The ability, okay, the value of next best option. Ma'am, क्या आपको सोनम वांगचुक के बारे में पता है? हाँ बेटा, I think right now in the country everyone knows about him. Everyone knows about him, and everyone should support him too, right? I'm like very much in support of him. Yes, it is English class. B is the correct answer as told by you. I'll give you the explanation with the help of example. Beta, example, you are a farmer. Okay? You are a farmer. Now, the soil of your farm supports the production of 2 crops. Okay? Supports the production of 2 crops, and that is wheat, okay? Or it is barley. Wheat or barley. Now you have to decide that what I should grow in my field. For example, you are a person, right? You are a person who is growing wheat in the 100% of your land area. 100% of your land area, it means that you are just sacrificing, okay? Sacrificing the second best option, isn't it? Yes, you are doing it. But what if you are growing wheat of 75% land area, the rest you are using for barley? It might happen that you are using wheat in the 50% of the land area. However, the 50% goes with barley. So, the value of next best option, what is the value of next best option in this condition, gives you a choice that if not wheat, then what? That is particularly known as beta opportunity cost. That is particularly known as what? Opportunity cost. Okay? Aditya, right now we are not having English ki class, but what I'm hearing, we are very soon going to launch English teacher on the same channel. So don't worry about that. Yes, the correct answer is B. Whenever you have an alternative to choose, the others are given up. right? And the value of what is given up, the value of what is beta given up. When you grow wheat in the 100% of your land, you are giving up barley. The value of what you are giving up is the opportunity cost. I will tell you one more example. So you have to study maths as well as science both today for 1 hour, right? 1 hour you have to give each of them. But when you started studying maths, what happened? There were a lot of questions coming, and somehow you ended up in 2 hours. Now this science is being what? Neglected, because it was the second option of yours, and that is the opportunity cost of being chosen. Getting my point? This is exact reason. Okay, chalo. Next question. Okay, next question. Essentials like food, water and shelter are classified in economics as what? Very easy. Essentials like food, water and shelters are classified in economics as what? Are they wants? Are they needs? Luxuries? Or they are public goods? Very easy. What are they? Are they wants? They needs, luxuries or public goods? Easy. Aditya is giving me the answer. That's B, right? My one more student went who was giving very correct answers in starting. But still I have a lot of students. Okay, needs, ma'am, doubt. Yes, bacha, you can ask the doubt. So beta, it is not want. It is actually need. That is need. You can't live without food, water as well as shelter, right? So it is a need, not a luxury, obviously not a public good. Acha, what do we mean by public good? Basically the goods that are provided by the government to us, like railways, like roadways, those are public goods. Okay, hope you understand that. Yes, B is the correct answer. Next is the 3 questions that every economy must answer. What are the 3 questions? The chapter starts from here only. Right? When, where and why to produce, what, how and for whom to produce, buy, sell and save, import, export and tax. Very interesting question. Tell me the 3 questions that every economy shall answer or must answer. When, where and why to produce, how, what and for whom to produce, buy, sell and save, import, export and tax. Interesting. मैम लेबर इंटेंसिव वर्क क्यों चूज होता है? So that people get employment. That is one of the reason in the high population countries. However, it is not being chosen intentionally, it is being chosen naturally. Like India being a tropical country, having monsoonal type of climate, in this agriculture is being practiced more, and hence it is a labor intensive work. Okay, so I'm getting your answers as B, and it's very nice to see that all of you are answering B, and actually it is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. No, Aditya, C is not, right? So whosoever is answering C, C is not, beta. B is the correct answer, beta. Economy, right? Economy is actually about household management, that what to be produced, how to be produced and for whom to be produced. Because what to be produced depends upon the demand of the item. How to be produced actually depends upon the technology that is going to be used in the production, right? And for whom to be produced, it depends upon the supply. And these 3 things are the pillars on which economy is dependent upon. That's demand, supply and the technology. So the correct answer here is B. Next question. The 4 factors of production are land, labor, capital and what? Again, very easy. Money, technology, profit or demand. So 4 factors. Up till now, since like we were child, we were just studying that there are 3 factors: land, labor and capital. Land, like if you are a farmer, you need a land to grow crops. Then you need paisa, amount to buy the pesticides, seeds, etc. Then you need labor to work on the farm. But now you need one more thing. Is it money? Money is actually capital. Hence A is not the correct answer. Okay? B is the correct answer to this question, that is technology. So the 4 things on which the production is based upon is land, labor, fine, capital, as well as technology. Like if you want to start a business, beta, you will first of all need what? The land to work on it. So that is important. Along with that, who is going to work on it? Labor. You will try to find cheap labors to maximize your profit, right? Then we will talk about capital, amount invested, and then the technology to be used. This is the correct answer, B. Okay, next one. The production method that uses more machines and technology and fewer workers is described as. Now, there is a method in which more technology, machine is used, but less number of people. What is this known as? Labor intensive, capital intensive, land intensive, or demand intensive? No, it is not recorded, Dushyant. I am here. Hello, Dushyant. Is it recorded? No, beta, it is not at all recorded. We are not putting any recorded things here. I am actually live watching your comments. Okay. So, answer to the question, beta. The production method in which machines are used more. Machines are what? Used more. Okay. What is the method known as? Is it labor intensive, right? ठीक. Good afternoon, ma'am. Sorry, it's okay to ask. You have the right to ask, right? So it is not labor intensive, because it might be, if it is labor intensive, then more labors might be here, right? Rather there will be more labors. But now it is having what beta? Machines and what? Technology. That machines and technology needs what? Needs money. And money here is capital. Capital is actually the money that is invested. To buy a machine, to buy a technology, we need what? Money. And hence it is known as capital intensive. It is not land intensive. It is not demand intensive. Okay. Demand is whenever there is like more number of demands, but there you can increase the machines, you can increase the labor also. We don't have any specific explanation to that. However, here it is beta capital intensive. Okay, definition of opportunity cost. Beta, what happens now? We have two options, right? We have two options always. Like if you are a person who want to buy iPhone, but you don't have that amount of money, right? You will choose for the next possible alternate. Or example, you are a farmer. You have two options, either to buy wheat or to buy barley. So, actually, what opportunity cost is? Opportunity cost is the condition when you actually, I'll tell you, you actually choosing wheat. Okay, in that time, what is being affected of not being chosen here? Barley is being affected of not being chosen here. So when one alternative is chosen, pay attention, when only, see, either you can go with iPhone or with OnePlus, right? You can't buy both of them. So you choose one alternative. When you choose one alternative and the other one is given up, right? The value of what is given up, the value of what is given up is known as opportunity cost. If anyone is still confused about it, let me tell you, beta, this is the topic that is in the first chapter, that is opportunity cost. Right? Opportunity cost means whenever you choose one option, right? You leave the alternative. The value of the alternative not being chosen is known as opportunity cost. I hope now your this thing is clear. Okay, ma'am, can you please use English to explain? It would be much better. I know that it will be much better, but this channel is in English, beta, for the students who actually don't know Hindi also. So hence I am teaching here in English. We will continue in English only. Okay, so in which economic system does a central government authority makes all the major economic decisions? So we have three types of economic systems in the world, right? In which of the system the government take all the decisions? Tell me. Okay, market economy, planned economy, mixed economy, or it is barter economy? Good question. Seera, how are you? Soul Star, how? Soul Star is always here to respond hi of everyone, is it? Hey ma'am, Ishwari, hi. I hope you are still here in the class. Okay, hi, hello to everyone who are watching me right now, and I missed like your comments somehow because of the explanation I was giving in between. Now waiting for your responses to this question: in which economic system the central government have all the powers to make the economic decisions? Now it's clear, ma'am. Well, okay, great to know this. And still, if you guys have any doubts, you can ask, beta. We are here. We will solve all of them today. So in which economic system? There are three economic system basically, that is market economy, planned economy, as well as mixed economy. Whenever all the planning is being done by a central authority in the country, the central authority mainly means government or a commission, right? And this is being followed in Russia. Okay? If you read Russian Revolution, you will find the presence of this particular thing. Okay, so yes, the planned economy is the correct answer when all the planning is done by a central authority. Market economy is a type of economy, beta, in which all the decisions are taken because of market. Now, how market? Because market is a place which tells us about which product is being demanded, how much is needed to be supplied, right? So because of the condition, the demand and supply of the market, whenever the decision is solely made on these two factors, it is known as market economy. But whenever the decision is taken by a central authority, it is known as planned economy. And whenever the decision is based upon both of them, like the great example of this is India. What do? We also depends upon the demand and supply of the market, as well as the government controls certain other things too, right? Get it? So correct answer here is B. However, barter economy do not actually exist now. Hi to everyone. Hello. Ma'am, what is the most efficient way to cover NCERT new topics in social science? Beta, what I have done, I already made a lot of videos regarding that, how to read new NCERT, how to cover all of them. Today, one of my videos is going to come on the channel, that is how to balance all four components of SST. That's history, geography, civics, economics, particularly in class 9th, as you guys have new books. Just go and watch that and everything will be clear. Still, I can tell you, beta, every subject has a different approach. Focus on the softest target first, that is economics. A said, move to history, make it timeline, storytelling, go to geography, found out the facts, learn them. When you go to civics, learn all those definitions because those are very important. Okay, next question. Fine. Question is, in a market economy, the question of what, how and how much to produce are decided mainly by, I just told you the answer, yaar. Okay, we will be quick in this, right? So whenever there is a market economy, the question regarding what to produce, how much to produce is answered by whom? Obviously, is it government license? Is it the force of demand and supply? A central planning commission? Or is it the election results? What do you think? What do you think is the correct answer? Okay, so Harini, just now I explained that, and how can you guys answer CR? Soul Star, see? Are you sure about it, beta? अरे भाई, in a market economy, ठीक है, we have three types of economy. We have market economy, we have planned economy, we have even mixed economy. ठीक है, these are the different economic systems around the world, right? So in the planned economy, all the decisions are taken by central government or any central authority, because planning is done by a single authority. Rather, in a market, who actually rules the market, beta? The demand and the supply. Okay? The demand and the supply. I just informed you this. Now also you are making mistakes. Then how can I understand that? How can I best explain it now? Yes, the forces of demand and supply. It's not this. Okay? It can be the answer only when it is planned one. Get it? B. Okay. Don't make the mistake again. Great. Next question. 9th question of the day. Which economic system combines feature of both market and planned economy? Again, very easy. By which I am just skipping these questions. So, which economic system has both combined? So, it is mixed economy. It is easy and hence we are moving quick. Now, 10 question statement based. This you have to answer. This you are going to answer. So, human wants are unlimited and keep changing. Okay. Resources are limited in quantity. Is it? The mismatch between the two creates scarcity which forces choice, which are true. These are the exact lines where somewhere it is given in NCERT. Now find out, are they written here as correct or they are wrong. This is question number 10 from the chapter Building Blocks in Economics today. Okay, mixed obvious, fine. Important questions for exams, giving by, these are all important questions only. Anyone who can answer correctly for this question number is 10. Consider these statements given here. Dushyant Kumar is with the answer D for the question. Okay. Then we have A by SJ creator. SJ, please think about it once more. Okay, now you change your answer as D. Are you guys are confusing me a lot. So start with answer D. See, human wants are unlimited and keep on changing. That's exactly the truth, right? And even not changing, it's increasing day by day. Okay? It's increasing. Beta, what are, like basically, there are certain things like wants and needs. Right? Needs are like shelter, food and clothing that we have, like we should have it in the life. But there are other things, our wants, like we need a car, we saw a beautiful pen in our, like in school, owing by your classmate. You see that your classmate is having a very good digital watch. So day by day, when you increase your wants, that is natural. That is the nature of human, right? You get one thing, you demand another. That's nature. But the resources are limited. What if you start asking so much costly things to your parents and they can't afford it? What will happen? But because they want to keep, like whatever they want to give you, whatever you ask for, they will face a condition that is known as scarcity. Exactly same for the country. Population is increasing, but the resources are limited. Those population have wants, but those resources cannot fulfill them, right? And hence we face a problem that is bacha, what? Scarcity. So exactly all the three statements in this are correct here. Okay, ma'am, tomorrow is my exam. Okay. Fine. Moving to the next question, and that is mark the economic systems with examples. Very important. Mark the economic system with example. Planned, market, mixed. Which pairs are correct and which are not correct? You have to figure out this. Okay? Which pairs are correct, which are not correct? Is North Korea following planned economy? Is United States of America based upon market economy, and India following what? Mixed economy. And here they have mentioned it post 1991 too. So what do you think, which statements are correct over here? Answer it fast, bacha. I'm waiting for your responses. D. Okay. All three S. Harini just decoded it. That acha, whenever this type of question comes in ma'am's exam, ma'am's like class, it is D as the option. Siddharth A, Harini D. Okay. So basically, I'll tell you the correct answer. And the correct answer here is D. Yes, all three are correct here. India follows mixed economy after like post 1991 when we faced the great crisis, the economic crisis of all time in India, when we were not even having 1 week of fuel to be like buy, right? And hence the world leaders suggested us to follow the mixed economy so that the private leaders can like grow in Indian economy, okay? Planned economy, see, North Korea is a dictatorship type of government, and in that dictatorship type of government, what dictator wants? That the power should be with me in terms of what? Economy. So this is it. Next is about United States of America. United States of America is purely a what we can say market economy that totally depends upon the demand and the supply. Get it? This is all about for economics session, right? For more questions, I am adding the PDF. Okay, we are going to end the live today. So I am adding this PDF. This contains the important questions from all the 5 chapters of your class 9. All the literally 5 chapters of your class 9 first chapters. And if you want to get this PDF along with the answers, in the description box it is being listed. You just go and grab it, and this is how you will be completing this. Ma'am, this chapter is little confusing. Okay, so I have uploaded a one shot for this video already. If still you guys are being confused, watch it once, and in case you have any doubt, just comment me there. Okay, I will be solving them. I want to give you a praise for your great explanation. Thank you, beta. I'm in class 11th with non-medical stream, has no connection with economics, sorry. Still I came for a minute. Okay, that's great. Okay guys, so bye bye, see you in the next live. Acha, by the way, wait, before leaving, let me tell you, tomorrow, that is Friday, okay, day after tomorrow, that is Saturday, we are going to have lives for math. Okay, maths as your subject. So mathematics sir, that is Sonu sir, is going to come live. We did science in the starting of the week, right? We completed science in the starting of the week. Now we did 2 days for SST PT-1. One live is being done yesterday, and today we completed the second one. Now pay attention, for 2 days you will be studying maths with Sonu sir. So I hope you all will be coming there, engaged in that maths class too. Okay, and meanwhile you can remember me there too and ask sir, where is she? Okay, bye. Okay, bye. I'll also miss you guys. My exam. All the best for your exams. You go and watch the videos, beta. It will be more helpful for you. Okay, 2-4 questions that came in exam. That's great. My exam because easy of your explanation. Thank you for these kind words. Thank you that you guys are learning very nicely with me. Let's meet in the next live. Up till then, study harder. All the best for your exams. Bye bye, take care.